Aizen!
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hidako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Let's go. The bitch got cut in half and is dead now. It's like they're not dead. Sucks.
Well, alright then. That's one down.
But they did get sliced in half. Where the fuck? What the fuck?
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
Hiyori.
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hidako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi! Yes. I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hidako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is our...
See, that's what I don't understand, is the circle. During exclusive release, being hit beside the breaker or walking will unleash a slashing counter, correct? Why didn't he release a counter then, huh? I did the walk forward plus... Oh, you saw him doing the walking forward with the sword in the fucking... In the animation. You saw Aizen hit me in the animation, yet he does not do a slashing counter or a counter of any sorts. I don't... Like, this shit I don't get. You're supposed to do a counter when you slash this, but he didn't do a counter. Why is that?
Now.
I mean...
I got you. I'm not done yet. It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right. You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust.
Like when I was playing with
But
my
I'm
friend
not
the other
like
day.
you. I don't
Do
fight
this,
alone.
But instead of doing
I'll
that,
show
you
you
just dash
that.
forward instead of doing the belt.
Hi.
Wait! What a joke!
Yakura.
I'm stubborn, you know? Joke! What the?
Hi.
Joke!
Okay, what the fuck? I'm holding L run down to fucking dash towards him. Like, seriously.
This isn't... It's not
I
even
don't
worth
know.
understanding.
I'm not gonna
Like a rock. How it is.
doing the signature when you walk
It
forward.
seems to me that there's a fundamental point
attack
on
other
which we
than a break
disagree.
will do a fast jump.
Our definitions of strength are
During that walk,
Here's the end.
Shinji does do a counter.
Hi.
Hold R1 and fucking
Joke!
instead with dash or whatever the fuck. Doesn't do shit.
The more battle experience you have, the more you rely on sight and reflexes. You have this coming.
Oh, now it works. Isn't that something? That's crazy. I did absolutely nothing different.
Time out.
I don't know.
Hold on. Joke. This is the part. I'm gonna get you. This way. Stop, kid. You have this coming. Time to turn this around. It's like one of those block puzzles. Oh, what's this? Something smells good, doesn't it? Collapse, Sakanai. I welcome you to the Upside Down.
I am being defeated.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex.
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hidako.
something, I don't know, man. What? Oh my god, I bought the wrong fucking ones. I'm retarded as shit. God.
Don't look at his Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike. He blocked it.
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it. I can't believe I did that. I was so focused on not messing up my holification that I missed my opportunity. I should have just struck him while I was still holified.
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were holified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Just to find out where they were fighting Momo. It's always Momo getting stabbed and everything, bro. funny as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Momo cannot catch a motherfucking break, my man.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. You'll only get one chance to attack him. You'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Vizard and the captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bunkai. Daiguren Hyorin Maru!
It's just like you said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand!
Shuraku, you...
It's over, Aizen.
So naive. To rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya. Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him. They did it. They really did it. The captains pulled it off. Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well,
Shiro... But... why?
Damn, Momo. The Diesel Sky. Let's execute that counter. Okay. Oh, you cannot enhance that one. I see, I see.
If you fall, the 13 court guard squads are essentially
I can't
finished.
guard break? What the fuck?
You missed your
there we go,
opportunity.
now it works.
You shouldn't have even bothered to show up.
Just who do you think you are anyway? Ignorant upstart. Do you really believe that you could ever cut me?
I don't merely think that I can. In fact, I already have.
Silence!
How are you still too slow?
Except, see there, I did the right. But yeah, it doesn't do that. I have to be so goddamn perfect.
Praise me.
Yeah,
Now, let's go! Strike back! No need for pleasantries. All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jakai!
Defeated? Senju Kotori.
Strike back! Impressive.
Senju Kotentai.
Is that all?
Hide it.
trying to do the fucking count.
It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vastly
Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court God squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged in 1,000 years. You said that I missed my opportunity. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now ripe. The battles that you fought up until now were nothing but a prelude that have been leading up to this very moment.
So you set this maneuver up while at the same time your men were being slain. How very cunning of you.
I was pushed back. Even if they be my subordinates, those who cannot contribute are to be abandoned without remorse, and all things that help to achieve victory are to be used to serve the court guard. In the past, that was the philosophy that I taught to all those who serve in the guard. But now, it definitely does feel as though I have changed. Still, the will of the court guard, which I have upheld for the past millennia, shall never falter. Step away, Ichigo Kurosaki! You're not a member of the 13 court guard squads. They simply cannot allow you to die here.
Oh, man.
They're all fully prepared for this. Show you no mercy. Incredible! Die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 court guard squads follow. Inetsu Shikoku!
With strength such as mine!
To die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 court guard squads follow. This is... What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Zanpakuto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonder-Weiss, is the only modified Arrancar, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right, an Arrancar created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka. To obtain that one power, Wonder-Weiss sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 court guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. So Kotsu! Poor
I'm not
creature.
gonna lie, some of this shit's kind
With
of
all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments? Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about X-Teen gear? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was to be released in an instant indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 court guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You are naive. Hado number 96. Itakaso!
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a weapon. Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
If only you could get that mask in online while using the full cloak. You know? Also, it does fucking suck, man, that after the Ukiura fight, he was supposed to be able to go to Vasta Lorde at will when he would go to Holofy. He was supposed to full Holofy. But instead, he had PTSD and he was subconsciously fucking. nerfing himself. That's why the mask changed. Felt heavy. He was scared.
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once?
I'm still here!
How in the living fuck that sword strike landed? I'll never know.
Let's go! I'm still here! Too slow. No big deal. What a joke! Damn it! Now end it here! There! Yes? Let's go! I'm still here! So slow! Incredible! Sorry. I'm not through yet.
Keep coming at me. It won't work.
Sorry. I'm still here. Take this. Try to dodge this. No big deal. So slow. There. I only need one shot. Let's go. No big deal. Strike back.
Weak. It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vast. Senju Koten.
Let's go. Damn it.
Senju Koten.
No big deal.
Yo.
High-end. Senju Koten time.
Is that it? There. Strike back. Way to go.
Yo.
I'll end this now.
Strength such as mine.
What's so funny?
I bet that you're thinking.
Jesus fucking Christ.
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once? Have you had enough?
Let's go. What? What a joke.
Yakira.
No big deal. So slow. Too slow. There. I only need one shot. No big deal. What a joke. This can't be. Sorry. I'm not through yet.
Keep coming at me. It won't work.
Let's go.
Yakira.
Dude, I can't.
Whoa.
So be it.
Whoa.
Too
Damn it. There. What a joke. No big deal. I'm into this. Let's go. Try to dodge this. Is that it? Eat this.
High-end.
You're too slow. Whoa.
High-end.
Eat this. You're too slow. Get out here. So slow. Take this. There.
Annoying. High-end.
No big deal. Sorry. Let's go. What a joke. Too slow. Let's go. This is over.
Weak.
I can't. I fucking can't.